I love my hood, but it's hard trying to make it out. Reminiscing when me and Nerman was making out. I could never fail. No matter what you do, you end up either dead or jail. I can't believe Isaiah never made the NFL. All his accomplishments. If I was there, I'd be with Joey supplying piff. The get fell off a waste of talent, forgot his gift. Jason went to Brooklyn Tech, ain't get no scholarships. But now I'm center stage. It was nice enough to make it to the NBA. Too much purple haze. Wish I could see him in the championship. Boogieing with Billy, partying, dancing and shit. And all the niggas that ran with my clique pour out a little liquor. But if I did, then I can't get a sip. If I got tattoos of niggas that have lost the straps, that wall of scripture be as long as the subway map. So drugs a rap.
Yeah. Yo. Reem is definitely in the building.
What up?
Man, the ideas, what's up?
You already know, man.
We gonna get to the idea. We gonna start off, we want the Reem story, man.
The marketing genius.
The marketing genius, yes you are. Alright, Reem, where you from, homie?
I represent the BX, 173rd, Katona Park, you know what I'm saying? Been there for, you know what I mean, like 16 joints, moved out to Queens, Bronx is the inspiration, you heard?
Now, being from the Bronx, that's a lot of history there. A lot of history there. Rap started from the Bronx. So who do you look up to?
You know what? It's kind of, Pun is definitely on the radar, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely listen to Pun. But to keep it 100, man, I know a lot of people might not like this, but I'm gonna just keep it so 100 with y'all right now, man. But my inspiration to start doing this music was Mace, man, from Harlem. I can't even lie, man. Listen, I don't care what nobody say about my nigga $. But that was my inspiration. That was my inspiration to start doing this music.
You didn't want to be Mace. You didn't want to be nobody.
Mace was.
I don't care who you are.
Yo, Mace was that nigga in his time.
In his time,
I can't even front. That was my inspiration. Like I remember recording the video, "More Money, More Problems." 4 times back to back on the motherfucking VHS, just so I wouldn't have to rewind it to watch the video again.
I was at that video.
Yo, that was my joint right there. Like, I'm gonna keep it so 100. I'm like Kanye right now. Kanye inspiration was Mace.
Yes.
My inspiration was Mace. I'm gonna keep it 100.
The crazy thing is we was talking about top 5 artists and like where we see Eminem at as a top 5. Why Eminem don't get considered a top 5 artist?
Honestly, I can't even answer. I don't know why Eminem don't get considered top 5. I think, truthfully, my 100% opinion on Eminem is that I truthfully believe that being that Eminem is white, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really truly feel that just because he's white, but he definitely should be top 5.
Crazy. I just said that.
I fuck with him. But just because he's white,
like, they don't give it to him.
I believe he don't get the credit he deserves. If it was anybody else, like about color and anything like that was doing the same thing that M did, he would definitely get that respect that he deserves.
I just said that Eminem don't get enough credit.
He don't. But I fuck with M no heavy. I definitely got his first 3 albums, you know what I'm saying? I definitely got those.
Alright, so who introduced you into the rap game?
Who introduced me to that album? You know what? I gotta give that. I definitely gotta give that respect to my cousin Tank. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember like writing a couple little verses here and there, and I used to be ashamed to spit them to people. You know what I'm saying? I remember one day I was at my grandmother's house and I spit them to my cousin Tank, and he told me I had something. And he introduced me to a couple people that had a studio and whatnot, and everything just kind of like trickled down the line from there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So at a young age, you went to the streets to fulfill your dreams. What made you jump into the street life? And what dream you was looking for that made you go that way?
Truthfully, man, like in the neighborhood that I came from up in the Bronx, Katona Park area, 173rd, like I truthfully remember, man, just like, you know what I'm saying, like seeing my brother, you know what I'm saying, he on deck too. Shout out to him, shout out to Twan, aka Lego. Because I definitely remember him like, being in the park. It should be a big park. Katona Park is like a park that we say that it goes literally like halfway around the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Wow. It don't, but it's just a big park. You know what I'm saying? I remember being out there and seeing a bunch of, his peoples out there. It used to be like a white block in the park, and then it used to be like beatboxing on the block in the park, right in the front of the park, and spitting freestyles and whatnot. My brother used to come home with like early, like I'm talking about like doo-wop mixtapes. You know what I'm saying?
Doo-wop
He used to come through with like doo-wop mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? With the whole Bounce Squad and whatnot. And used to be like force feeding me these mixtapes. I was never really into music like that, but he used to come through with like doo-wop mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Back in the whole like gun runners. You know what I'm saying? Like gun runners days. Like a lot of people probably don't know. Like Peter Guns is like probably like 4 blocks from me, and he used to be in a group called Gun Runners. And my brother used to come home with a lot of those Gun Runner mixtapes. You already know. He used to come with the Gun Runners mixtapes and the doo-wop Bounce Squad mixtapes, and he used to be like just forcing me to listen to them. And to be honest, I never really picked up on it until like a little bit later on down the line. I remember the first joint that I heard that actually got me a little interested in the music was Biggie Smalls, Who Shot You? You know what I'm saying? My brother was like forcing Biggie down my throat. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't into it. I was like 12 years old, something like that. And he was like forcing it down. Like,
you gotta listen.
And when I heard that, I was like, damn, this shit is crazy. And then for me, I just kind of, you know what I mean? I just kind of stuck with it. You
so
know
what age would you say you fell in love with music? Like you knew this is what you wanted to do?
16.
16?
Definitely when I was like 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? And, I think when I was 16, and I hate to say this because I'm putting my age out there. You know, I try to be young and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm an old head. I ain't 30 yet. But I think when I was 16, I heard I think I heard Tupac Hit 'Em Up. And after I heard
that gotta be right around the time.
Yeah. When I heard that joint, I was like, yo, like, you know what I mean? And I just kept going from there, man. Seriously.
Now, a lot of people don't know this. Like, you got a friend named Bugatti, and y'all decided to form a rap group.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all started working on the mixtape, Road to Riches.
Yeah.
I was working with somebody.
Damn, so where the fuck you get that from, my nigga? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
I told you we're gonna break down everything about
y'all niggas break it down for real. But that was my nigga, it was Baguette, it was my man Baguette. Yeah, Baguette Diamonds was a nigga that I started rapping with, and that's only because like when I was a little bit younger, to keep it 100, like I never really liked to do things by myself.
Okay.
Like I always kind of wanted to have somebody there to back me up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my man Baguette was I actually introduced him to the music. You know what I'm saying? Like I started penning verses myself, and Baguette was like one of my childhood friends. We was in school together, and I remember like spitting a couple verses to him, and he was on some. I spit the verses like anonymously, like you know what I'm saying. And he was just on some like, yo, who spit that, son? That was Kiss. That was just, you know. He just started naming names, and that gave me the confidence to feel like, yo, like this is me. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? We just kept, we chopped it up a little bit. I was spitting more and more verses. And he's feeling them, fucking with them, and I told him he should start doing the music too and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's a way to get out the hood, etc., etc. And he started penning verses, and he was doing his thing, man. And we formed the group, Baguette and Reem, back in those days. And you know what I'm saying, we was doing what we did, man. You know what I mean?
So what happened with the group? Like, why it didn't work out?
It didn't work out because, like, you know what I'm saying, like, to keep it 100, man, like, he ended up hooking up with some female, and, you know what I mean, they ended up having a kid together, and we was doing music together probably for, like, 3 years, and, shorty he was with, you know what I'm saying, like, she felt like he was, you know what I mean, just waiting for a dream, and, you know what I mean, he really wasn't doing nothing like that, he was hustling and shit like that, and all little bullshit.
Like, you're using this dream, and you ain't here with me,
you know what I mean, she was
type of thing.
Forcing him to get a job and all that shit, and she kind of like, you know what I mean, took the motivation right from under his feet, you know what I'm saying, so, you know what I mean, he ended up having a couple of kids by her and whatnot, and, to keep it 100, man, she dictated his life, man. And,
that's what happens sometimes.
It was over after that, you know what I mean?
I always say that sometimes if you watch every movie, the female be the guy's downfall. Just about every movie
she
watch.
Dictated his life, my nigga, real talk, man, you know what I'm saying?
Not all females, but just about every movie, the nigga's #1 downfall is a chick.
Always
a chick. Chick get you killed, or chick make you do some wild stuff, you on your way to go somewhere, and the chick cut that whole thing off.
That's real shit. I got freestyles. I got freestyles, I got songs talking about the situation and all that. Shout out to my motherfucking childhood nigga, Baguette Diamonds, so I started doing this shit with. Nah, I keep it 100, man. I speak to him every now and then whenever I'm in the hood, but we don't really keep in contact like that. I used to call him up and spit verses to him and shit like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like niggas.
Different lifestyle.
Yeah, niggas is 2 different walks of lives right now, you know what I mean?
Alright, so we're gonna go to some music and we're gonna come back.
Let's get it, man. Let's get to him. Let's get to that Reem Cassanova.
Let's go, man.
Day to Bed, Part 1, Part 2 coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Visual Mixtape, 10 joints, 10 videos. Let's get into it, man. What we playing right now?
The Grand.
Let's get into
That's
Do It For
going
The Gram.
we going to
This
the
joint,
single right now.
this ain't on the Day to Bear mixtape, but this is one of the singles that I'm pushing for the Day to Bear 2 mixtape, and I promise I got a lot of crazy joints, man. Mainstream, underground, conceptual, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it, man. Let's get into the Do It For The Gram. One of the singles off of Day to Bear 2 mixtape. That's the visual mixtape for y'all who don't know.
Now you're a solo artist, after your man, you know, had his situation. Now you dropped the Best of Reem mixtape. How was it different being a solo artist now? You don't have your man there anymore.
Yo, to keep it 100, it was a good thing and a bad thing at the same time for somebody like me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It was a good thing and a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? Because it was good because I didn't have to rely on nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to rely on nobody to go to the studio because being in a group, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Y'all gotta do it at the same time.
niggas gotta come to the studio together, songs couldn't be completed. You know what I'm saying? Like, one person wasn't there. He was going through a lot of BS with his baby moms and all that other extraness. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, being Dolo was good because I was always on the move anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it was easy for me to get to the studio to get songs done, blah, blah, whatever. But being, you know what I mean, like, used to being in a group, writing songs was a lot easier because I wasn't the only person that was trying to come up with hooks, with verses. All I had to do was write a 16, maybe an 8 bar, the most. And
he got a 16, 8 ball.
A song was done, you know what I'm saying? So being by myself, it was like, damn, I gotta worry about the hook, I gotta worry about 3 verses at the time, you know what I'm saying? Because back then
you had to
a song was 3
40
verses.
seconds.
A song was 3 verses. Nowadays it's 2 verses, you know what I'm saying? If even. You know what I mean? But it was just definitely like a transition that I had to make, like being by myself. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was the only one going back and forth to the studio or whatever. Like I had to make sure verses was there, 3 verses, hooks, all that. You know what I mean? So
now I want to know how you met DJ Superstar J.
Yo.
Like what was that meeting about when you met Superstar J?
Say it again.
And who introduced that?
yeah, Superstar J. I actually had my own studio back then. You know what I'm saying? Like I had my own studio and whatnot, and you know what I'm saying, like one of the producers slash, you know what I mean, he was kind of like my manager. He was producer slash manager at the time. You know what I'm saying? He used to do Superstar J mixtapes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So at the time, it was kind of like a favor for a favor. You know what I mean? Like he did Superstar J mixtapes on the strength. Like, yo, listen, I do your mixtapes. I mean, I record them. I do whatever, this and that, whatever. I mean, just make sure my artist is on it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a favor for a favor. So I was burning up Superstar J mixtapes probably for like a good 3.5 years straight. You know what I'm saying? Because my producer slash manager
Was making sure.
was doing, you know what I'm saying, was doing the mixtapes and making sure like, yo, listen, I do this for you on the strength.
Yeah.
I don't need no money, I don't need
I
nothing.
just need him to be on there.
Just make sure my artist is on. I don't care what number he is, make sure my artist is on that mixtape.
Now,
And that's kind of like how I
after all of that work, you was popping on Superstar J mixtapes. Cut Master C started putting you on his.
Facts.
DJ Cool Kid started putting you on his. DJ Big Mike started putting you on his.
Facts.
How that make you feel? Like now they ain't paying for a favor no more.
Yo,
They just taking the tracks.
to keep it 100, man, I was definitely feeling good at the time, man, because DJ, like at that time, Superstar J was coming up. So we actually got in cahoots with Superstar J from the beginning. Like I was on Superstar J's very first mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So he was on the come up. He didn't really have a name like that at the time. So it was just kind of like, yo, you know what? Like it's a DJ that's on the come up in Queens, blah blah. He's connected with this person, that person. Let's do this.
But
and
these other DJs had names.
Nah, they had names. They was fucking with him, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he was doing like, you know what I mean, the joint venture mixtape, such and such, whatever. So to keep it 100, like I think at that time, Cut Master C was one of the hottest DJs. So to get on the Cut Master C DJ, Cut Master C mixtape,
that's big.
That was huge. That was huge at the time for me. You know what I'm saying? And then Big Mike
is big
just
too.
came up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like he came up out of nowhere. He started doing this mixtape thing, you know. To be able to keep it 100, so I'm gonna keep it so 100. Like me getting on the Big Mike mixtape, like to be honest, like Big Mike started putting me on his mixtape on the strength of he stole a record from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it 100. Like Big Mike put me on his mixtape. It wasn't because of who I was fucking with. I was on Superstar J mixtape. It was because listen, on some real shit. Like I used to fuck with the Feds magazine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Feds,
I know what the Feds magazine.
Yeah, Feds mag. I used to fuck with the Feds magazine. You know what I'm saying? I used to be up in their office all the time, and you know, like anytime like you dealing with a magazine publication, like all of the artists send their music to the magazine first.
So I used to be up in the Feds magazine, and I used to see mixtapes from everybody, albums, mixtapes, and these shits wasn't even talked about. Release dates, nothing like that. So I remember I was up in the Feds office, and I seen Cassidy album, and I stole it. I seen Cassidy album on the desk. Like, this was Cassidy's first album. I seen his album on the desk and I stole it. You know what I'm saying? So I stole Cassidy album, and there was a track on Cassidy album called "Pop That Candy" featuring Styles P. And
I remember that joint.
When I listened to the joint, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was a space opened up where a nigga could loop the beat and put a verse on it. So when I seen that, I stole it. I listened to the whole album. I seen the "Pop That Candy" joint. We looped the beat and I threw a verse on it, right? No bullshit. And I threw a verse on it. I sent to Big Mike, and Big Mike did some fucked up shit. And that's word to everything. I never seen Big Mike till this day. He did some fucked up shit. I recorded the verse. I sent it to him. The nigga cut my verse and played Cassidy and Styles P verse. You know what I'm saying? So I heard that shit and I was like, damn, this nigga got that. And I knew it because when we recorded it, I cut the song a certain way. So when I heard it, I was like, this nigga stole my shit.
He cut you out.
So I sent that nigga a wild text message like, yo, nigga, son. You know what I'm saying? I sent him a wild text message, and I swear to God, I done sent Big Mike 100 freestyles before that Pop That Cannon joint. And after that shit, when I sent him a wild text, the next mixtape he put out,
you was on it.
my nigga Reem! Shout out to my nigga Reem!
He didn't want to see them text messages.
The nigga played my shit, and after that, he put me on a couple mixtapes and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But it was the same effect because, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was supposed to be my debut with Styles P and Cassidy, and that's when Cassidy was hot. You know what I'm saying? Cassidy, that's when Cassidy came on with the hotel joint with Kelly.
Say, a hotel, then
nigga, that shit would took me to a certain level, so I missed my shot with that because Big Mike stole my shit. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, Big Mike, nigga, I don't give a fuck if you fuck with D-Block, whoever. I fuck with them niggas too, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Big Mike stole my shit and blasted my shit off.
You released 6 mixtapes back in the day, and you were selling all over the tri-state. But why do you feel you wasn't successful as you thought you should have been?
Truthfully, at the end of the day, man, I feel like I really wasn't successful as I should have been because I wasn't as consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, to keep it 100, like I literally dropped one mixtape per year.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't. It's good. It was good to me too. But I would drop a mixtape in like June, and we ain't drop nothing. No freestyles, no songs, no videos until next June.
Oh, that ain't good.
Yeah, it ain't good.
That's not
so
good.
I was out everywhere, all over. I was in every borough, all out in the streets. Like, niggas was fucking with me, niggas recognizing me. I was posting up flyers, or I was doing everything. You know what I'm saying? But to keep it 100, like, I would drop one mixtape per year. You know what I'm saying? And I would get a little buzz off of something, and then nothing would come out after a year. And I really didn't know how the game worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, so after like a year passed and I dropped another mixtape, I was starting over from the beginning again. So I would be out at events and like, niggas be like, yo, son, I remember you from a while back. And in my head, I'm like, wow, nigga, it was just a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
you ain't dropping a year.
Exactly.
It's a while back.
So I feel like I wasn't successful because I wasn't consistent enough.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, you did showcases. What's the importance of showcases to you?
It's no importance of showcases to me because all the showcases that I did to keep it 100, like, I feel like all them shits is gimmicks. Like, to keep it 100, like, a lot of showcases that I did, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to pay to get into the showcases. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't really about talent or who was next up or who was busting in the streets. It was all about a dollar. You know what I'm saying? And to keep it 100, like, I used to pay money to get into showcases. And I used to go into showcases. I used to fucking rehearse. You know what I'm saying? I used to fucking gather up females and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, to twerk and do all kind of crazy shit to make my show different than any other artist that was on it. And I never used to win. And then I realized, like, later on down the line that the reason why I never used to win was because the nigga who was hosting the showcase and was throwing it, his homie was the nigga that was winning. So I never could understand, like, yo, why the fuck is
this nigga beat
this nigga is so whack. This nigga don't got no swag, no fucking jewelry, no clothes, no fucking nothing. Everything that they said they judged the showcases on: originality, swag, appearance, performance. Everything that they judged the showcase on.
We did a showcase too. We gave away $1,000, and a couple of my mans of them showed up, and they knew, like, he's judging that shit straight. There was some kid from the Bronx, never seen him. His name is Filthy Rich, beat everybody. Best stage performance. So if I'm doing a showcase, it ain't gonna be my homie gonna win it. Cause a bunch of my homies was there.
Listen, nigga, you still doing the showcases, let me know where because I'm 2,000% confident, nigga, I will fucking take these niggas out, son. And that's real shit, son. I rehearse, I perform, I put together shows, nigga. Like, I don't just go up there on the stage and just, you know what I'm saying, just rap.
Now,
That's what niggas do. I got shows, nigga. Like, I'm on some Diddy shit, nigga.
Now you got up with Mo Davis. Then you started working with him. How did that even happen?
Mo Dennis.
Mo Dennis, my bad. Mo Dennis, my bad.
Mo, my nigga Mo, that actually came through the dudes that I started rapping with. You know what I'm saying, like Al Prentice. He had a company called Instinct Sound, and Mo was kind of like one of the smarter dudes who was just kind of like sit back and observing and watching and analyzing everything that was going on. Got a lot of bright ideas on that, and I rock with Mo up to this day. That's my nigga. That's my brother. He probably somewhere tuned in right now to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying, but I hooked up through him, through my producer / manager who was doing the Superstar J-Mix 6. And we've been 100 miles and running since then to keep it real.
Alright, but y'all broke up for a little minute.
Nah, me and Mo never.
So I want to know how it happened because it seemed like it was a split thing. You came back, y'all got back.
Nah, I stopped fucking with Al and the whole Instinct Sound. You know what I'm saying? I stopped fucking with them because to keep it 100, man, like, you know what it is, like, you gotta have patience when you're doing this shit, man. Like, it's no such thing as overnight success, man. Like, no matter what it looks like, you know what I mean? Whether if it's the Body Smurfs, the Trinidad James, the Dejlos, the whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that, like the Millie Rock dudes, like, people think that it's overnight, man, and they don't really know, like, that niggas been grinding for a minute, man. They just that once that one joint hit and it takes off, everybody's like, where the fuck does nigga come from? But when you do your research,
you see that, you put that work in.
Niggas been grinding for a minute, man. So I just felt like after a while, like, niggas wasn't really believing like that, and you know, just kind of just, you know what I mean, just went out separate ways and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Now you got a song with Bino I like. That joint is hard body.
That's my shit. Rest in peace, Cheese Drugs. Rest in peace, Stack Bundles.
Now you got Black Maserati.
Black Maserati. Rest in peace, Maserati Fox.
Yeah, today Stack Bundles.
Today Stack Bundles Day, June 11th. Real talk. Rest in peace, Stacks. Stacks used to actually record. He recorded here and there in my studio when I had my studio, like, you know what I'm saying. So rest in peace, Stack Bundles.
Yeah, you gotta do it for the gram. What's the difference between these 4 singles? They all radio friendly. What's the difference between them?
To keep it 100, do it for the gram, you know what I'm saying? And I really hate to say this, but I'm gonna keep it so 100 with y'all. Like, do it for the gram was kind of like one of those records where, like, I listened to everything that was on the radio. I listened to everything that I heard in the clubs, because I'm in the clubs heavy all day, every day. Like, I'm going to the club a little bit later on tonight. And I just kind of, like, listened to the records that was, you know what I mean, being accepted by the people, and was like, listen, you know what? We gotta get something that's gonna fit in the same lane as these records that play on the radio. So that's how Do It For The Gram came about. To keep it 100, like, I listened to one of Meek's songs. Meek's got a song called Monster, and I heard something called, like, in the verse he says, like, do it for the gram, do it for the gram. And that's how that whole idea came about. Me and my producer talked about it. Shout out to Every Day Is Friday. We talked about that shit, and we was just like, yo, we gotta do something similar.
Yeah.
That's how Do It For The Gram came about. But the other records, truthfully, was more like, you know what I mean, from the heart, like, you know what I mean, those records I was like, it was things that I was going through at the time.
Yeah, it sounded like that with you and
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
With you and Bino.
It was something I was going through at the time, and just came out like that, you know what I'm saying? And we actually talked about doing a remix to that, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace of Ginger Chugs once again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know
now, how you feel about the Sauce writing an article about you using this unique marketing plan? You running around here with USBs, flash drives, you got the mixtape going.
Yo, listen, I respect the Source 100%. Like, I've been doing this shit for a while, and the Source is definitely like one of those magazines that if you was in the Source, like, one of my dreams was to be in the Source magazine.
You in it?
I'm in now, you know what I'm saying? But one of my dreams would be in the Source magazine. So to keep it 100, like, when the Source caught wind of what I was doing and they posted, like, to keep it 100, it felt like everything for me.
Yeah.
But it might not felt like that way to other people because the Source is not where it was at 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta understand because they watering down rap.
They watering it down 2,000%, my nigga.
That's why it's not where it's at.
You know what I'm
That's still big to get in the magazine.
It's huge. It's definitely huge. You know what I'm saying?
Don't take that away from me.
I'm not.
Because a lot of people still can't get in that magazine.
That's
I don't care how watered down it is. They ain't talking about you. But they talking about you.
That's 100, you know what I'm saying? So I respect the source fuck with me. They post everything that I put out, you know what I'm saying? Like the source is literally probably like the first publication. Whenever I send out a blast, they're the first ones that post something. And you know, it's the domino effect. When the source posts it, I'm not gonna call other names, but this person posted it.
But that's how it go. That's how the media go. If one person rock with it, we all rock with it.
I fuck with the source heavy. Shout out to the source, man.
Now, I want to know this. Everybody want to know this. Are you Uncle Murder type, man, for real? Everybody always asks this question. They told me when you come up here, please ask them that.
Yo, listen, keep it Uncle Murder's my nigga, man. Like, to keep it 100, man. Like, I've been fucking with Murder for like 2 years, man. Like, I'm not his official hype, man. Murder doesn't need a hype, man. Murder's on some DMX shit. Like, when you see DMX perform, my nigga, like, DMX doesn't need a hype, man. DMX go on the stage and he hypes everyone himself. So I'm just like Uncle Murder's. I'm his nigga. We fuck with just my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga schooled me to the game. He been doing it for a long time. He been signed to Jay. He been signed to fucking Chris Lighty and Raleigh. You know what I'm saying? He been doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's like my mentor right now in the game, man. Like, he's a real nigga, man. Like, real recognized, real. And you know what I'm saying? We met and we chopped it up. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he been fucking with me since, man. So even shout out to Uncle Murder and the whole GMG movement and the camp. And after I leave here, I'm actually about to go do a couple things with him afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that nigga, man. Like, that's a real nigga, man.
Yeah, how did you come up with putting your face on these flash drives? Like, how did that come up? I see people taking your idea down.
Niggas is stealing the ideas, and I got proof. You know what I'm saying? I got videos on my Instagram. I got all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So to keep it 100, like, the way I came in with that is because I used to go to clubs and shit like that, and I used to hand out CDs to DJs. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to keep it 100, like, everybody in the club is handing DJ CDs. So I used to see DJs take a nigga CD and be like, oh, this you, my nigga? Alright, cool. Sit the nigga CD down, and word to everything, after the club closed, the CD is still beating because it's too big. Niggas ain't got pockets. Niggas wearing skinny jeans. Niggas fucking CDs. Niggas CDs can't even fit in your pockets. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, you know what? I gotta come up with some type of scheme to get niggas to listen to my shit and to want to take it with them. Because niggas will see it and they be like, alright, that's cool. Everybody's doing the same thing. So I try to have to separate myself from everybody else. So I'm like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I put my shit on a flash drive? You know what I'm saying? And then a flash drive is just not enough. So it's like, you know what? What if I put a whole mixtape on a flash drive? But you know what? A mixtape is not enough. What if I put a visual mixtape on a flash drive?
Do that.
So I put a whole visual project together. I shot videos to every song I recorded, blah blah. And when I go to clubs, no bullshit, I give niggas the flash drive. And you know what I mean? Some DJs want to be Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? And some DJs are given to and they be like, oh shit, yo, Reem Cassanova, this you? Word? Damn, this shit's crazy, my nigga. And then some DJs be on some shit like, you know what I mean? They look at it, alright, that's cool, my nigga. They put it in their pocket. But you know what I'm saying? I walk like 10 feet away, you know what I'm saying? And I sit back and I watch, and niggas, you know what I mean? Niggas will pull that shit in their pocket and be like,
look at it again, like, oh, this is shit out there.
And I start reading niggas, like, oh shit, this is crazy. So I'm like, now I start looking at niggas from a distance like that, you know what I mean? And to keep it 100, so like, everybody who I handed it to, like, them niggas, you know what I mean? They shouted me out, like, I gave it to like Camilo, like Flex, Sus One, and when niggas get it, they shout, nigga. Shout out to my nigga Reem Cassanova in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how you feel about people posting it on the gram and not giving you the credit for
niggas that post it on the gram, I don't give a fuck what nobody say, and I'm not even gonna shout nobody's name out, but I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I got videos to prove, but like, I was the first person to do this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I posted it and I hashtagged it everywhere. And you got some celebs and, you know, some people that's out there from certain medias, you know what I mean? Like, that's posting it. I'm the first nigga to do that. I'm the first nigga with the motherfucking custom USB flash drive with a mixtape, visual, single, all that shit. So anybody that wanna challenge me, my nigga, I got the proof, nigga.
So I got the proof.
I got the shit posted on my IG from a year ago, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about who got the bigger platform. Yeah. Being that I didn't have the bigger platform as a becoming artist.
It's always gonna look like, oh, he stole it from this person.
Shout out to DJs. Shout out to Babs Bunny. Shout out to Jack Dilla.
These are the people that's running around with you.
Shout them out. You know what I'm saying?
I went to your page
I got the proof.
a lot of weeks ago, and it was definitely up there on your page. And then I started seeing it pop up everywhere. My man Poos bought this joint up to YacRadio. Say, yo, You see this shit? I said, yo, I was just on this page.
Yo, shout out to my nigga, worth to everything, man. Listen, you gotta give credit where it's due, man. That's real shit, man. And just give a nigga the respect that he deserves, man. I don't want to hear nobody talking about I came up with this and that, because nobody ain't coming with it. I came up with it.
I can't let you get out of here without dropping these balls.
Let's go, man.
You come to Yak, you gotta be prepared for that. The One Radio, we don't play these games.
It
is what it is. Let's go.
Alright, we all in, let's go.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Cassanova, BX, GMG, Swan, what up, nigga? Murder, what up, nigga? Listen, my baby mama putting pressure on me, caught a case cause I had that weapon on me, but I'd rather be caught with it than caught without it. Since them dudes crept up on me, my bitch piling up so I'm swimming to death. 9 to 5 Billy could cover my rent. Money ain't made as quick as it's spent. Shit, can you see why I'm stressed? My ex-girl in and out the hospital with my aunt, the niece, and grandmama 2. Death coming 3, so what I'ma do? Buy a couple suits. My daughter in school and she failing. Goddamn, she just turned 11. Talking about she like this boy, I swear to God, she is second from heaven. Hope she not a thought like my fucking niece. Had a one night stand, bitch, a couple weeks. Harder to believe that Nikki fucking me. Shit, where's my cup of tea? I'm stressing. I pray to the Lord for a blessing, but he don't respond to my message. And all of them signs been negative. The devil working, getting overtime. It's been 12 years, I've been on my grind, nigga. Losing faith, probably won't get signed back to sticking, nigga. That's a porcupine. Life gave me lemons, so I had to make lemonade. If I don't get sentenced, I'm back on my block getting paid, nigga. I haven't had a good time in a long time, you know. I haven't had a good time in a long time, you know. Every day I wake up, I am stressed. I wake up, I am stressed. I wake up, I am stressed. Real shit, I wake up, I am stressed.
Man,
shout out to my motherfucking niggas, man. I appreciate y'all for having me. You know what I'm saying?
Ready, like, man. Next talk, Thursday, man. The One Radio returns, man.
You already know, man.
DJ Will is up next, man. You done got the Reem Cassanova story, and you ain't getting it better than nowhere but here. I promise you that. Therapy session up next, man.